What's going on, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today I have a video for another installment of the new features of the Twilight Imperium browser app. And I'm particularly excited for this video, as you may have noticed here on the current page we're on. We've made some more developments into the architecture of the website. So we'll start here with the home page. And in the background, we have the poster lion of the board game, one of the members of the Emirates of Hakan. And then we have a couple of links, one to a login page and one to a sign-up page. And in previous videos of this series, we did go over the login page and the sign-up page. And they have gone under a couple of changes. So let's head on over to the sign-up page here. And so we'll be taken to the registration form. In the background here, we have a member from the faction of the Wanu. And to me, this seems appropriate because if you're familiar with a little bit of Twilight Imperium lore, you'll know that the Wanu are largely considered to be the rightful heirs to the throne of Mechatol Rex. So I figured they would be at the head of the bureaucracy of galactic politics. So it seems fitting for them to be watching over the registration page and the login page. And that's what we have up here is a link over to the login page, which brings you to an identical page, but with a slightly different form. And if we wanted, we can navigate back to the home page. So let's go and register an account here. So the first thing we need to do here is provide some sort of semblance to a valid email. So if I just try to register my email as Alice and provide password, say 1234567 5678, and then I go to register, well, then I'll get the error message that we're providing an invalid email. Now we'll get a little drop-down menu here for previous things. We can remove those. If you just hold down the mouse button and click the delete button on your keyboard, you can remove that. So it won't show up anymore. But maybe we'll add in some valid email address. So Alice at, let's say, ti4.com. All right. Now, the next thing is, if we try to enter passwords that don't match, then we won't be able to click the register button here. So we need matching passwords. If I try something as simple though as 12345, we'll also get an invalidation message. So our passwords need to be at least 8 characters in length. Let's go ahead and do that. Now we should be okay to register with a valid email and matching passwords of 8 characters or more, and then we'll see where that brings us. All right, so we get brought to a user page here, and this would be unique to Alice. So at the moment it's a little bare bones, but it's a work in progress, and we have a banner here with a drop-down menu where eventually we'll be able to access all the games we have going for us. And this was one of the initial thoughts of possible benefits when the blueprints for making the web app, we didn't have any code yet, was it would be nice to have multiple games going at once. Personally, I find that could be a little difficult for me to handle, but I know there's people out there who would really like this feature and have made that recommendation. So we'll definitely have that. But right now, if you just try to click this, you get nothing. Now, if we do try to refresh the page, instead of going back to the home page with the Emirates of Hakan character, we'll just get right back to our user page. And so that is because we have persistent user login here. So if we wanted to log out, go back to the home page, we can do that at the bottom of this drop-down menu. And so now we're no longer logged in as Alice. So to log back in, we just head over to this link and we can enter our email. Now suppose we made this Alice at ti.com, and entered our password, and we'll get that this user doesn't exist yet. Right? So we gotta enter our correct email, and then also, if we enter in the wrong password, we'll also get invalid password. Alright, so let's enter the correct credentials here, and we should get right back to the user homepage. Well, there we go. So that's nice. Now, currently, if we do want to access our game, we won't automatically be directed to our own perspective. So for example here, if I open up the game, then I get this familiar login feature. Now this right now is a temporary thing, but eventually what's going to happen is when you've gone through the authentication process of logging in, then when you click on your game, you'll automatically just be brought to the board, right? So you don't have to worry about people entering your player handle. Right? If I entered Bob here, I would get Bob's perspective, but in the future, this won't be possible. So right now, if I just enter Alice, then we'll be brought into the current state of one of the games that Alice is in. So that's nice. Now, while I'm here, there's actually another new feature I want to go over quickly. And it's going to have to do with an animation. So currently, if we look at the game log, Alice has just moved ships into System 18, and hovering over the number there, you can see that's the Mechatol Rex system. Now you'll also notice that this blue marker with a 6 on it, we refer to that as the Custodian's token. The Custodian's token is still there. And that's because no one has taken Mechatol Rex yet. So if you've watched the introductory series, you would recall that after someone took Mechatol Rex, what would happen is this token would just disappear from the screen. But now, we've added in an animation to this. So what we're going to do here is commit one of our infantry to Mechatol Rex. Then I'll go to confirm this, and we'll have to pay our 6 resources. So I'll spend 6 trade goods. Now before I click the submit, I'm just going to go back to the home screen, and I want you to pay close attention to the center of the screen, and in particular, the Custodian's token, and take a look at the animation that's going to happen. All right? So let's head on back over to the confirm screen, and I'll click confirm and go ahead and watch the animation here. There we go. So there was a bit of a lag there, but usually it's pretty smooth. So yeah, that right now what happens is the Custodian's token, as you saw, gets dragged down to the home player system, and they will get that 1 victory point, as you can see here. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to share that animation with you. If you're watching this video and you think you have some good ideas for animations within the game, feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section and let us know. Maybe, for example, during the strategy card phase of the game, you want to see strategy cards moved into the players section here from the public view. But yeah, right now we have about a handful of animations, most of which take place during the setup phase, but slowly starting to add in more. Yeah. So let's go ahead and navigate back to the home page here. And we'll log out of Alice's account. And we're back at the home screen now. So now that we have those first 6 factions in, we're focusing more on getting these user accounts and validations set up. So that way, hopefully we can get this into the alpha testing phase, if we can get this out to the public maybe. But we'll see how that goes. But for now, we'll end the video here. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay safe, and we'll see you next time.